Welcome to the Deep Dive, your shortcut to staying sharp on artificial intelligence. And just so you know, this deep dive was researched and generated entirely by AI.
Pretty amazing, isn't it?
It really is. So our mission today is to unpack 5 key AI stories from Thursday, July 31st, 2025. We're looking at how this tech isn't just changing what we do, but really how we live and work.
Absolutely, it's touching everything.
Okay, first up, let's dive into that big question everyone's asking. AI and jobs. Microsoft researchers, well, they analyzed about 200,000 Copilot interactions.
Yeah, a huge data set.
And they've listed 40 jobs they see as most susceptible to generative AI. It definitely challenges some common ideas about job security.
It really does. What's striking is that roles we often thought were stable, teaching, journalism, even sales.
Yeah.
They're listed as having substantial risk.
Really? Teaching and journalism.
Mm-hmm. And interpreters, translators, historians, writers, they're very high on that vulnerability list. On the flip side, jobs needing hands-on skills, like dredge operators, seem least affected for now.
So what's the takeaway for you listening? It seems like a bachelor's degree isn't the foolproof shield against disruption it perhaps once was.
That's a key point.
It makes you think, well, what is the shield then? I like that quote from NVIDIA's CEO, Jensen Huang.
Oh, yeah, the one about losing your job.
Exactly. You're not going to lose your job to an AI, but you're going to lose your job to someone who uses AI. Adaptability seems crucial.
It really does. Though, interestingly, the study also predicts growth in areas like home health aides roles with low AI exposure.
Okay, so from the big picture of jobs, let's zoom in. How is AI changing the tools we use every day, like Microsoft Excel?
Ah, yes, the Wall Street Journal piece on Shortcut, fundamental research labs.
Right. They're tapping into our, let's be honest, complex relationship with Excel. Instead of replacing it, Shortcut sort of mimics Excel, but embeds agentic AI.
And that agentic part is key. It means the AI isn't just passive. It can understand a goal, break it down, and acts proactively within the spreadsheet.
So you could, talk to it.
Pretty much. Import your spreadsheet, use natural language prompts, build me a financial model for a tech startup with these assumptions, and it works on it. Then you can export it, fully compatible.
Okay, wow. Having AI build complex models in Excel, that's kind of mind-blowing for anyone who's wrestled with formulas late at night.
Definitely.
Yeah.
And the approach respects that people know Excel.
Yeah.
Makes the AI feel less disruptive, more like an enhancement.
And that viral demo, the $44.5 million in funding, it suggests this is a big deal, right? Embedding AI into familiar tools.
Exactly. It signals a new phase, maybe, of AI integration. More intuitive.
So AI is changing jobs, changing tools, and it's also becoming a major focus on the global stage. Nations are vying for leadership.
That leads us to the Wired story. Inside the summit, where China pitched its AI agenda to the world.
A strategic move, definitely, trying to shape global AI standards. And notably, the U.S. wasn't represented at this particular summit.
Which raises big questions, doesn't it? If global norms are being hammered out in forums like this, what does it mean for AI governance worldwide?
What's the difference in approach, fundamentally?
Well, China's blueprint seems to emphasize state control, long-term planning. That contrasts pretty sharply with, say, the Trump administration's focus, which was more on limiting regulation, letting innovation run.
So a state-led vision versus a more market-driven one?
Sort of. It highlights how AI isn't just tech, it's deeply political and philosophical. It's about control, data, algorithms, setting the rules for the future.
Okay, let's switch gears again to something potentially life-changing. AI in medicine. Chemistry World reported on in silico medicine's Rentosertib.
Ah, yes, the AI-designed drug candidate.
Exactly. Designed entirely by AI, and it might be the first one to reach phase 3 clinical trials. That's huge. It's for IPF, idiopathic pulmonary fibrosis.
What's really remarkable is that AI identified both the biological target and the chemical compound. That could seriously speed up drug discovery, maybe improve early success rates.
But there are questions, right?
Oh, definitely. Critics like Derek Lowe point out that AI often targets things we kind of already knew about. And the really expensive, unpredictable part, those phase 3 human trials, that's still a massive challenge for AI to predict accurately.
That's a fair point. So there's skepticism, but then you see these big partnerships like Alphabet with Eli Lilly. What keeps the momentum going?
I think it's the long-term potential. Despite setbacks, there's still a strong belief that AI can fundamentally transform pharma research, even if the biggest hurdles, especially those costly clinical trials, are still there.
Fascinating. Okay, finally, let's go from the lab to something, well, deeply personal, AI and faith. The Washington Post covered Magisterium AI,
The Catholic AI app, yes.
promising answers for the faithful, trained exclusively on, get this, 27,000 church documents, Augustine's Confessions, Aquinas' Summa Theologica.
It's a really bold intersection of ancient faith and cutting-edge tech. The company behind it, Longbeard, apparently has close ties to the Vatican, aiming for strict doctrinal accuracy.
But it raises questions, doesn't it? How does an AI mediate spiritual guidance? I mean, wasn't there that other AI chatbot, Father Justin?
Uh-huh. That caused quite a stir. Controversially offered absolution, apparently suggested baptizing someone with Gatorade.
Gatorade, seriously. Okay, that definitely highlights the pitfalls.
It really does.
So it's this fine line, a potentially helpful tool for accessing teachings, maybe, but ethicists are worried. Digital fragmentation, maybe overly tailored answers, the impact on, human wrestling with doubt and nuance.
All very valid concerns when you bring AI into such a deeply human spiritual space.
Wow. Okay, that was quite the journey through today's AI news, July 31st, 2025. From jobs and tools to global politics, medicine, and even faith.
The sheer breadth of AI's impact is just astonishing. It really underscores the need for adaptation, for critical thinking as we navigate all this.
So, thinking about all this, what does it mean for you? Here's maybe a final thought to chew on. As AI keeps weaving itself into, well, pretty much everything, how is it going to challenge and maybe redefine our basic understanding of work, of knowledge, creativity, maybe even human wisdom itself?
That's the big question, isn't it?
Something to consider until our next deep dive.